Alright, hello again, Jeff Scott talking Bootstrap. Again, I'm recording these lectures in my basement, so the acoustics aren't as good as they are when I do them at Blackhawk. I've so far done, and I've renumbered these, because this is the order in which I will be doing them. So I've reordered these as 01 grid I've already done, 02 navbar I've already done, so this will be 03 Bootstrap drop-down menu example. Alright? And the other thing, just so you know if you care, is I've created a template file, okay, and I copied it just so you can see, literally I copied everything from the template file to my drop-down menu example. So that's the one I'm going to go over right now. Right there. Not a particularly long lesson, which is good. It's kind of a carry-on or an add-on to what we just were talking about with nav bars. Alright, as it says, drop-down menus are also referred to as pull-down menus, drop-down list, drop-down box, and a lot of different names. It's a list of items that appears when you click a button or a text selection. It says, for example, many programs have a file drop-down menu at the top, such as right here. No, I'm trying to show you, but my mouse is not cooperating right now. Alright. Bootstrap has created its own drop-down menu, which is fully toggleable. It's contextual for displaying lists, etc. Bootstrap 3 is focused on offering the basic elements, but if that's not enough, you can browse the web or you can create your own. So, again, there's a setup file. We've already got all that stuff, and the only difference is I'm not using a CDN as they're using for jQuery. I've copied everything over. Here's their default example. So it says the most basic drop-down that Bootstrap offers is the one that wraps the drop-down's trigger and the drop-down menu within a drop-down or other element. Alright, then add the menu's HTML. So if I grab this, and it's nice because it's fairly small, and I go and put that into here, put that into my body section right up above my calls to jQuery, etc. And I paste that in. And again, as always, I'll have to fix this up a bit. One of the reasons, too, that I really did like these examples that are here is just the fact that not only are they just well written, alright, but also with the examples they have, they're trying to set them up so that they're set up for people who are challenged, physically or otherwise. Alright, so that literally looks like everything, so I'm going to save that and run it, and let's see what we get. Okay, you can see drop down there, and you can see the other stuff that's there. So this is a fairly short lesson. I've gone through page 1 already. I've gone through page 2 already. And I'm going through page 3 already. So I'm on page 4 of 7. And it mentions there. Alright, a couple things. First of all, you'll notice that the drop-down has a class of caret, and that's the thing that literally tells it to drop down. Hopefully you can see that the caret, right where the mouse is pointing to, it's literally pointing downward. Alright, why am I telling you that? Because in a minute we'll look at a drop-up menu. Alright, okay, then we've got the list items in there. This is all done as an unordered list. So we've got one list item for action, another list item for another action, another list item for something else here, and another list item for separated link. Alright? It says you can optionally come in here and add a header to label sections of any drop-down menu. So what they do is they come in here And where it says another action right here, and these aren't going anywhere, just so you know. None of them go anywhere. They just basically close the menu. All right. But what the author does here is he comes in, and where it says another action, for now, I'm going to comment this out. All right. And then what I'm going to add here is from right here, these lines. Okay, so what I'm going to add is inside of that, let's see what's, drop down. Okay, so li class equal drop down. Okay, hopefully I'm doing this right. We're going to see real fast. So I've got another UL here, and LI there. We'll end our UL, and since this is really, it's supposed to be in an LI, let's do this. Whoopsie. We'll make another LI here. And we'll add all of this in here, and another LI right there. Now this is supposed to be a drop-down header, so let's give this a name. All the other LIs have got something in there, so including the one that we just commented out. In fact, let's just, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to grab this. Alright, we'll call this drop-down header. Again, hopefully I didn't screw anything up, but we're going to find out. Alright, refresh. Well, it doesn't like something that's here. You can optionally add a header to label sections of actions in any drop-down menu. I think I know what it is, so let's check. I believe what I have to do is that LI that's right there, I think needs the ending LI right here. And I think that, oops, and I think this UL will stand on its own. Again, could I be wrong? You bet. All right. It doesn't like that either. Well, let's look at the master, so to speak. So, it's not too bad. It's the first time I've run into any kind of an issue here. So. So let's see. Drop down header, something else here, other action. I don't even see where they've done that. Wonder what this one looks like. Let's see. Yeah, there's the drop down. There's the drop up. That's all fine and dandy, but I'd like to be able to get this thing to work. And I'm trying, folks. Li class equals drop down header. Let's see if that does anything. ARIA. Part of the problem is when I go to read this right here, you can see it's being cut off. And I don't know if I change the layout, that will help or not. That's all, that's the way they've got it in there. So, all right. Oops, I don't know what I'm doing here. Drop down, come on. There's the ARLI. So that should be good the way it is. Let's check. Still isn't giving me any kind of drop down in here. So something is screwed up here, and I apologize. Alright, I guess you'll have to take a look at that one on your own. Drop down dividers are next. To group links, you can add a divider to separate them. Alright. So after the something else here, that we have over here after this one, where it says separated link, you would like to come in here and do this again. UL class equal drop, oh, that's an LI. LI role equals separator. Separator. Class equal divider. LI. Let's see if that works. So that should come right between here, these two. There should be a separated list, or a separator. There it is. It's very hard to see on here, but it actually is there. Okay, that's more luck than I had with my drop-down header. I wonder, I'm going to try to go back one last time. LI. I'm not going to put in this UL, you know. That stuff's already there, so I'm going to get rid of that UL there. I'm going to get rid of that UL there. And this LI. Alright. Class equal drop-down header, drop-down header. Just take a look at that and see if that did anything at all differently from what I had before. There's the drop-down header. Okay, it must be in there twice. And it is. So I get rid of it here. Oh, I needed a drop-down header. It looked like under my drop-down header, so I do want to bring it back. How about this? The drop down. Let's see what that looks like. There it is. Okay, hopefully I'm doing this right. So I did the dividers on page 5. Turning up to page 6, we can disable menu items if we would so like to. All right, so let's add a new menu item in here and we'll make it disabled. So right before the, in fact, let's just grab this one. So that separated link right there, li, here we're going to say class equals disabled. And we'll say here disable link. All right, let's check that out. So right here it should be, and it's not disabled, so we have to look at that. It's class equal disabled. That should do it. Now you see it's grayed out. Plus, you'll notice that how the mouse changes for all of these except this drop down and except here on the disabled. Alright, lastly, not only is there a drop down menu, there is a drop up menu. So again, what I'm going to do is grab the text that's in the book, in the article, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to grab all this. I'm going to leave the one that's in there and just add this one. It's only 12 lines, so that shouldn't be a big thing. Alright. And do the drop up. So, I'm going to put that in right now, but if you notice here it says Bootstrap drop down is an easy way to group links and menu items in a compact but effective way. By default, the drop down is automatically positioned 100% from the top along the left side of its parent. You can also override these settings by using a menu right or a drop-down menu right or a drop-down menu left. Alright, so let's grab this. We have to put another div in here. See if I put in about lines. Alright, now notice how the class has changed from drop down to drop up. Again, I like to move this stuff over so you can see what's going on in here. And again, as opposed to saying drop down, it now says drop up. Now, other than that, other than it saying drop up instead of drop down, this is going to look virtually identical to the original drop down that we had. Again, it'll just if this works, it should come at the top as opposed to at the bottom, that what we just looked at. All right, let's look. So if we refresh, there's our drop up. So here's our drop down. Here's our drop up. Now the big thing you have to watch out for with the drop up, just so you know, if I'm going to use a drop up, I want to make sure that I use some margin at the top, because otherwise it's going to override what's there, as you can see right here. So if I came in there as an example, and I don't mean that, I mean that you do it with CSS, but since I have all those line breaks in there already, I'm just going to put in 5 more. So now there's 10 line breaks, so now there should be plenty of room. Let's push down even further. So now neither one of these interferes with the other. Alright, so that's it for the third one, talking about drop-down menus. Okay, and again, I'm going to take this and I'm going to do a file. In fact, I'll just do it like this. Whoops. Control A. Come on. Control A. Why are you not? Edit. Select all. There we go. Control C to copy. And let's create a new one. This one will be saved as #tabs.html. Alright, so this will change the example to tab examples. And I will be back with that lecture as soon as I produce this one. When I'm at home, I can't sit there and stop and do two of them like I can at Blackhawk because I'm using an older version here of Camtasia.